Okay, hi, my name is Alyssa Persida, and I'm the Educational Coordinator here at the Museum of Inuit Art, and we're very, very excited today to be talking with artist Bart Hanna from Iglulik. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. Good.
Excellent. It's great to meet you this way, if nothing else. So you're one of our most popular artists at the museum, and everybody loves your work. So we're really excited to just ask you a couple questions and hopefully get a better sense of your inspiration and your carvings. So my first question is, how and when did you start making art?
When I started around because I was in the hospital, and I started around maybe 14 years old. Around that.
That's great. And that was because I guess someone taught you how to do that?
I saw my father when the dew line was settling in Hull Beach. He used to make little images for the dew line people when they want something. Also, in Toronto Hospital, when we had tuberculosis, we were sent to the hospital, and people all over the Nunavut, when it was not Nunavut yet, they were there, like from Cape Dorset, King Mirut, and the Qaluit, and Great Falls Bay Pond Inlet, so on, and that's when I started picking up little scraps of a piece of soapstone and old files and old sandpapers that were not wanted anymore, and that's what I started learning.
Yeah, that's great. Your carvings are amazing, and the ivory carvings that you do in particular are really intricate. How long does it take you to do something like that?
The ivory, since the ivory is very equal hardness, and depending how much work I put, it would take, if I sit around 9 to 5 every day, I think it would take about a week to finish it properly and do the details. Then I have to work very hard on it.
Yeah, I'm surprised it only takes a week. It would take me way longer to do anything like that, so that's really impressive. Can you tell me a little bit about how you get your inspiration and decide what you're going to carve?
When I make the base, sometimes when the base is also carved, like the image is carved, I usually tells me where and how I'm going to make carving. If it's a sedna, I'm sure I will put marine animals, sea animals like seals and walruses and anything that swims under the sea. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. It's funny that you mentioned the sednas. We have 5 of yours in our collection, and people love them. And a lot of our visitors will come up and ask us if they're men or women, because they can't really tell. I know that you're a little bit famous for carving male sednas. Can you tell us a little bit about how that started?
The male sedna right now, I haven't been doing too much.
Right.
But now at sedna, I try to make it a little bit more naked, so that the person knows what she is a she and things like that. So,
Sure.
but I did carve male sednas before, yeah.
And did you, I guess you don't enjoy doing that as much anymore, trying something else? Because a few of the ones we have they have like beards. It's really great. So everyone really likes them. So you said that it takes about a week to do one of the ivory pieces, but for something that's like a large work of yours, like the drum dancer that you did, I think last year, the really big one, how long would something like that take you to do in total?
This one, it took me to, it took about a month to just to make the form, and then I have to get away to the North Pole. Then I was away for a month, and when I came back, it took about to work really hard on it, about maybe about 3 months.
Wow.
To the hair, the yeah, the details. Since
Yeah,
the tools
absolutely.
are good, the tools are good. It helps a lot because the sharp tools and carbide, it's good.
For sure. That piece is amazing. So 3 months is quite a long time. Do you find the Arctic marble is something that you like working with? That kind of stone?
Yes, I because the texture is very equal, so it makes it you don't there's no it makes it easier for me because the texture is so equal. It it's a lot of fun working on it when and that's what I like. Any stone I like to work on, not only in that stone, but if I could get my hands on other stones that's equal, the texture equal, the equalness of the texture, it doesn't really matter if it's alabaster or any kind of stone from other country. I'm interested, yes.
That's great. Um, is there anything that you haven't tried yet, or that you'd like to explore in your art making?
I think I haven't, but I'm thinking to change a little bit from that. Um, like they say, the old dog couldn't learn new tricks and things
Right.
like that. But I like to. I seen. I think the Japanese or something like that. They have a certain way of working uh, on the stone, holding the stone, and instead of holding the feet, working on the stone. I think it's the other way around. I think that would be interesting if I could look at them. I like to see them work.
Well, that sounds really
Yeah.
interesting. Um, we had a question from a visitor that I'd like to ask you. They wanted to know where you get your narwhal and walrus tusks for your carvings.
Um, the, when you asked me how long would it take to make the ivory, it depends on if the length is longer, the shorter it takes. Of course, about
Yeah.
different length. But the narwhals, my walrus tusk, I have to get it to 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 where the walruses are in the summertime,
Okay.
the fall.
Right.
I have to hunt them, and we catch the meat, walrus meat, under the ground, and we ate it like cheese. When you eat
Yeah.
cheese, yeah. We when it's aged, then we take it out in around January, and we would have a feast also. But the narwhal, I got one time, since there's not too many here,
Right.
but I have to buy that
Okay.
and buy it from my friends from Arctic Bay when
Okay.
it was east. Yeah, but I think it's a little bit harder now. So I still have two, but the other one is carved, but I still have to put more work to it. And this it took much longer because the length it's about 7 feet, and the other one is about
Whoa.
8 feet, something like that. And it's going to take longer with these, but maybe I'll carve it in when the weather gets warmer and
Yeah.
outside.
Well, that's taller than most people, so I'm sure that will take you quite a while to do. We also had another question from a visitor. They were wondering if you get inspired by other artists that you see working around you in your community.
Oh yes, I have several friends that I visit and talk to them, and it's very nice. And also have other artists at different communities. I worked with when I was in Vermont, and it was very interesting. The person was kind of doing like abstract, very different from my work. It looked very nice, and I liked it very much. Yeah.
That's great. So I just have two more questions for you. 2012 is the year of the co-op, and it launches today, so hooray. I'm wondering if you can tell me a little bit if working with the cooperative in your community has helped your art making at all.
That's what I've been doing all along. When I start to be a co-op in my 19 years, something like that, 19 years old, 20. That's what we, when we were living in Outpost Camp, we used to come by duck into the co-op and sell our little work to the co-op and buy our merchandise, and which is about 8 to 10 kilometers from here, and we used to do that, but now we're living here and the lifestyle has changed a lot, and you know, talking to you and computer, and it's a big change. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.